I know you guys have probably seen the viral stuff of the View people saying that men are useless. It's absolutely, I don't understand it because obviously the equipment and most likely all the cameramen that's filming the show are men, as well as a cue card guy. I mean, the producer we know is a white dude. So I don't know what's going on, why their thoughts are. We have a lot of YouTubers picking up the video. A lot of people around on the interwebs are sharing it because it's such a ridiculous claim, because everybody knows it's not true. But on the other side of it, people are supporting their view. Like when you're interviewing and going and asking other women if men are useful or useless, they're saying useless. So that's why the the actual topic in itself is actually gaining traction. Let's get into the video. I wish this was a little bit faster.
So there's this clip going viral online of a dozen women being asked the following question: do we need men? Most answered very quickly, no. And only one.
First of all, I don't believe that a lot of them just said no off the bat, like off the thought. It's just life has to be that easy for them to immediately say no. Like there's no way you could just be like, no, we don't need men. It's like, are you not encountering anybody? But I guess the jobs that they're seeing, if it's like on a one-on-one basis, they don't see the men doing that. But that still doesn't make sense. When I'm driving down and there's construction all on the roads, you know, where I'm going from my house, I see it's only dudes doing the work. I don't understand. But hey, whatever.
Said she thought women needed a man in their lives, only one. But when men were asked a similar question, do we need women? Most of them said yes. So why do you think that?
And that's because obviously men are going for illogical. Obviously you need women. We want the human race to continue. That makes the most sense just from that standpoint. And we know that we understand that we need nurturers, babysitters. You know, we recognize the jobs that are in place, gender specifically for the women. Not that it's supposed to be gender specific, but let's be honest. There are jobs that women are better at, and there are jobs that men are better at. This is how it is. That's how it's always worked traditionally, and that's how it works for other countries. But in America, it's kind of skewed, especially since we don't step out that much.
That is
because men are useless. I mean, love it. And by the way, I want to differentiate between straight men and gay men, because I think I would.
And just notice as these women are talking, they have rings on their fingers. So a majority of them are married. So obviously the guy, just imagine like they're seeing this and their husbands are at home and they're like, what? I'm useless? You're going to say I'm useless? And then when they come back home, like, well, so what the hell was that you were talking about on The View, that I was useless? And she's like, no, babe, not you. I wasn't talking about you. I'm talking about the other men out there that are useless.
Would die without gay men. Nobody can gossip like gay men. Nobody can help you accessorize like gay men. Nobody can help.
So see how she says accessorize and gossip. Are those like the most important things that we need? We're literally talking about, do we need men in like the whole sense of it? And then the first thing she's mentioned is gossip and accessorizing. Like what?
Help you keep you from doing harm to yourself like gay men. But with the exception of somebody like Steve, I think Steve is very self-sufficient.
That's Joy's husband.
But like my husband.
So that's her husband, Steve.
It takes a village of women to make sure that he's not emaciated, starving, and living in his own filth. He can, you know.
And mind you, the lady in the red, her husband is a lawyer that makes $3 million a year annually. Well, at least that's his net worth. So he makes quite a bit of freaking money. He's not useless by any means.
How about you guys? But I feel you guys are married to people that are more.
I have Handy Manny at home. No, he fixes everything. When things go bump in the night, he's the one that goes downstairs. When there's a bug to be exterminated, he does the extermination.
Nope.
When there is something to be fixed, he fixes it. He throws out the trash and he throws out the recyclables. I enjoy all the man stuff.
so. Wait a second. Listen, I know what you're going to say. But wait.
All right, if you guys are missing this on the live stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5 p.m. by the way, Yaya Kicks is saying that it takes a village because he can afford a village. He almost sounds like a freaking player or something, like Hugh Hefner. His wife said it takes a village of women to handle this man, make sure that all of his stuff is done, which most likely they have maids. These are all very well-off women on stage. They're on TV, they're on national television. You know, they handle their business, right? So they are not at the house. They're not cleaning. They're not really cooking. They have women that do that for them. You know what I'm saying? So like they're already being taken care of. So that man and the lady, the one in the red shirt, her husband obviously is very well off as well. As we just stated, he makes millions of dollars a year. And he has a bunch of women taking care of him. I would think that would be the ideal lifestyle for any man and his wife, mind you, not just the man. I'm sure the woman also would like everything to be taken care of so that she can fully enjoy life.
Really talking about a servant, let's face it.
No.
it's a handyman she's talking
no,
about.
it's a
Damn.
handy manny.
Damn, she just called this woman's husband a servant, bro. Like, the disrespect on live she literally just called this woman's husband a servant. I know she's joking, but damn. And she's look at that. That's her head's cocked so sideways that's the face of she knows what just transpired in front of her face. She knows what just transpired in front of her face. Look at that face. That's if she's like, if I wasn't on this show, I would shut you down right now. Do you see that face?
The handyman with benefits.
We do not have.
Well, but the things that you're describing, you could pay somebody to do that. We're not talking about that.
You could pay somebody to do anything. The points that this lady is making is ridiculous. Put down in the comments what you think. You can pay somebody to do anything. Doesn't mean that having your partner is any less valuable. You can always pay somebody to do anything, but you're taking away the actual true value of what you cannot pay somebody to do.
What about the inner life of a man? That's what this is about.
That's what I was just mentioning.
I need my man 3 to 4 times a week, and
Good for you guys.
then the rest of the time I need a wife, because I've always said that.
Everyone needs a wife.
No, I tease Vicky, my.
See, if this was a man show, I don't think that you'd be able to say, I just need my woman 3 to 4 times. Like, I think you get canceled immediately. But if you're a girl show and you're talking about men, then you can do that. It's without getting in trouble. It just goes viral for a little bit and you're fine.
Producer in the morning, I was like, if you'd like to join Max and I, not in that way, but like Vicky and I could kill it as a household runners. Like we would be laughing, giggling, doing all the things, and Max would be so psyched I was wasting all my words somewhere else anyway. So it would be a perfect combo. And the other day, Caleb said to me, this is my youngest son, he said, Mama, I want a spare mom. And I didn't know what he meant. And he's like,
What did Yaya Cake say? Yaya Cake, she said she just wants the genitalia. She does. That's all she uses. Which I'm sure for the dude, it's a good compromise, right? He's not obviously probably not complaining.
he said Genevieve has a spare mom, and I realized the parents
that,
were
a
divorced.
nanny?
No, divorced, an extra mom,
stepmom.
like 2 moms.
Oh.
And so I
Spare mom's funny.
asked him, because at first I was a little wounded. I was like, what am I not doing? You know, and he's like, no, I just think at bedtime, you always have to pay attention to the other kids too. And if we had a spare mom, dad and you could, then you just get to focus on me. And it was so sweet. He didn't ask for a spare dad, by the way. He asked for a spare mom.
I took this totally differently in how I.
But that's a little boy though. So that's like a mama's boy, right? So if it was, a little girl, she'd most likely be asking for her daddy. And then she'd be super butthurt if she was like, oh, she didn't ask for a spare mommy. She asked for a spare daddy. Like she would get ultra butthurt.
I prepped because broadly speaking, I feel like men have proven largely useless. Like I think in the political moment, the people who are
Guys, don't hold
saying
back.
what needs to be said in my party. It's
And I just saw Bernie Sanders pull a crazy monologue. And she's saying people in the political spectrum are not. And mind you, there's more men in the political spectrum. So I guess that details her point. But she's a Republican as well. So she has the kind of standout crazy ladies that are coming out these days on this is a political thing, but there's some crazy Republican ladies that are saying some interesting stuff. And they are getting a lot of attention. But I would say that the men stand out more than enough. They just handle business.
all women. The very few men, with the exception of Mike Pence and a few others, are saying what they need to. But in
Mike
life, like I need
Pence?
my husband. I don't know if I need any other men, but he is irreplaceable.
Yeah, I think so.
But that's what we're all saying. We like our husbands. We just don't need men beyond that.
Yeah, wait till you're married 20 years and you'll see how
Well,
replaceable
the
they
reason
are.
that women, I think that
And I think that was a crazy statement. Wait 20. That means he's been useful for at least 20 years to you. So now he gets more replaceable. I'm sure some younger girl would want her husband who makes millions of dollars a year. And I'm sure she would. but he gets more replaceable as the time goes on. That doesn't make any sense. Makes no sense.
That the reason women can stay married for as long as they do is because they have a lot of girlfriends.
They have a village.
They have girlfriends. Because I always have to initiate the conversations. He'll step up, but I have to
I thought you were going
start
to say
them.
initiate.
Oh, I don't-
was like,
I just
don't
told you guys, I have 8 girlfriends from Panama here who are girlfriends for 50 years since they were in kindergarten.
Oh, I love
And it's and they were saying yesterday that they've gone through divorces, they've gone through challenges, and having that village of women has made it possible
Well, we
for
are
them.
more collaborative than men. I think
Yeah.
there have been studies that say that women have much closer friendship relationships than men do.
Because women
Again, I think we have to make a
because
difference,
women,
differentiate gay men.
No, gay men are
in their own category.
yeah, but we're
Women
not
are
married to gay
independent.
men, okay?
Oh,
But that wasn't really the question, though. Now they're kind of veering off. It was, do women really need men? And that goes for every aspect of everything. That's why it was so funny when she started talking about accessories and gossiping and stuff. It's like, that is the most nonsensical stuff you could be talking about at that time. We're talking about infrastructure. We're talking about inventions. We're talking about politics. We're talking about the major things that really structure a society. And then she goes off on these weird little tangents. And it's like, hey, you need men. It doesn't. We need both. Like the fight between men and women in itself is kind of just stupid, anyways. But people want to do it. People want to talk about it, and it gets clicks. It's the same thing about when you're talking about races. It's like we're all like humans. So what the hell is the point? We're just trying to build better lives for everybody, right?
Women have conversations about their feelings. Men talk about
It's
sports,
socializing, yeah.
cars, all that stuff.
I don't know. My husband talks about his feelings with his
Maybe he's
friends.
gay. Next.
Gosh, it's been talk. Why is this lady taking so many shots to the face? God, that lady was taking so many shots to the face, bro. What? Maybe he's gay. Dude, tell me what your thoughts are on this video. It's absolutely crazy. Either way, guys, we need to fight to not have this kind of rhetoric. It's men and women working together, right? Like we're trying to get our ideals together. We're trying to build better lives for everybody that's around us, everybody in our family. We're not in a competition between us, man. We're all friends here. We're all family here. God, craziness. Tell me what you think in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.